Okay, so today I want to remind you guys of how to use the green screen effect both on Facebook and Instagram. Now, know that you can use the green screen effect even on TikTok. I like to usually start with TikTok because now TikTok allows you, before you ever go to make the post, they have a little download arrow and you can save your video to your camera roll before you post it on TikTok, which let this be just a little reminder to never, ever, ever post a TikTok video with the TikTok watermark on Instagram or Facebook. Okay, that would be like me, since I live in Texas, going to an A&M game wearing burnt orange. Okay, you don't want to mix the brands. So thankfully, TikTok now allows you to save videos to your camera roll. Whereas, like Instagram, if you were to post a reel and try to save it to your camera roll, it removes the audio. So that's a little frustrating. But since most of you are more familiar with Facebook and Instagram, I want to really kind of put the squeeze on you guys to up your video game on social. And sometimes the videos should be posted by you. That way it looks authentic and it breaks up your feed from having too many branded posts in a row. So remember, the goal is if you're implementing the battle plan each week, then the videos or the content that you create and post is to be sandwiched in between the branded pieces that we're making. So, an easy way to do this is if you get, and I'm sure most of you do, you get those subscription emails of Mortgage News Daily, or maybe your title company releases stats over the market, or you could use the TCA that I link in every battle plan. I always include a TCA that shows a mortgage strategy. My point is anything that you can screenshot, you can then use very easily within the apps as a green screen effect. So let me just go ahead and show you. I'm going to record my screen so y'all can see this. So let's start with Facebook, since most of you are on Facebook more. What I would do is, which first of all, in my camera roll, I've already screenshotted. This was one that I just took a screenshot from a mortgage coach, and I could either talk about this strategy, or if I wanted to, I always like screenshotting the interest rate shown from Google. So this could be a great like Friday, every Friday you do a post like this that then you can send to your agents just in case they have people that are shopping over the weekend. But Google's interest rates are always usually a little bit higher than most people's par rates that they have if you have a par rate. So let's go to Facebook. You're going to open up Facebook and see at the top where it says stories, and then to the right it says reels. You're going to tap on reels. And then you're going to go to create reel right there on the left. So I'm going to tap create reel. And then at the very top where it says camera, music, templates, you're going to tap and you're going to scroll to the right. At the very end, it says green screen. This is how easy they've made it. So you're going to add green screen and it's going to ask, let's just do the rates. Now I can tap and I can make myself, if I use two fingers, I can move myself around and make it smaller if I want. But this would be an easy way to talk about the current interest rates. So agents, if you have, buyers that are going to be out shopping this weekend, make sure you get a pre-approval through us or whatever you want it to be. So this is just one example of how easy it is to create video by using green screen. And it could be news hacking. So now let's do the same thing. And instead, let's go to Instagram. So same thing at the very middle bottom, I'm going to hit the plus icon. You'll see that at the bottom. I'm going to hit plus and I'm going to go to reel. And I'm going to hit camera at the top left. See where it says camera? So I'm going to tap that. And now I'm going to have to click on the little down arrow here. And you'll see it has green screen right there. So you click green screen and see where it says right there, it says change background. So I'm going to tap change background and I'm going to tap camera roll. So right here it says scenes. I don't want scenes, I want camera roll. And now let's say I'm going to do the TCA. So again, I'm going to tap on the actual video at the top. And now I can make myself bigger or smaller. And I can talk about how this strategy solved the home affordability problem, which is what a lot of clients are facing in today's market. And this gives some validity behind just what you're saying. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. But remember how I talked about how there's a lot of talking head videos out there, and sometimes, I hate to say it, but talk can be cheap. You're still positioned as a salesperson. And so they may need that third party validation to confirm the words that you're saying. And this is an easy way to do that. So can we all commit to doing at least one green screen video at least once a week? Yes? And then the last thing I want you to do is make sure that you go to your Instagram. I want you to take a look at your Instagram and any reels that you've posted. You can tell it's a reel by the icon on the top right-hand corner. Make sure you have a hook that is in view of the square, like on the cover page. That's 90% of the success of this, guys. And I have a YouTube video that explains how you can go back and fix this. But I was doing some audits on a lot of your accounts, and I noticed there's still people who will post a reel, and yes, technically it goes to the real feed. Like if I were to tap on the middle here, this is the real feed. And so when you're posting it, you think it's going to look like this, the long vertical view, but on your feed, it actually gets cut off into a square. So if someone is scrolling for social proof and they're trying to get information and you don't have any hooks to tell them what the video is about, they're not going to click to watch the video because there's nothing telling them what it's about. And people are lazy. They're not going to just sit here and scroll. So this weekend, I want you to do an audit. And do you need to go back and fix some of your cover pages? That way you're optimizing the clicks for when people land on your feed. And then last thing I'll say is also when you click on a reel, if you're curious, guys, on your insights, see at the bottom left where it says view insights, you can always tap there. And what I always like to look at is how many shares. So 169 shares and 5 saves. Like if people are saving your content, that means it's that educational that they're going to go back and refer to it. And remember, there are more posts being shared in DMs now. People are using DMs as almost like their form of communication over text message, more so than the likes and the comments. So check this out. Usually reels go to more of your non-followers. You can see your watch time. Like look at that, 10 hours of watch time on this one video. You know, sometimes we think people will tell me I don't have time for social media. And I'm like, this is your non-paid salesperson, like constantly working for you 24/7, 365. It gives you time back actually when you look at all that watch time. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any other questions or have any special requests of videos that you'd like for me to create for these Friday emails, let me know and I will make sure to do so. Okay, y'all take care.